next upgrade, and they generally are few and far between, so get ready to explore.
Here's how to unblock any website ever. If you go on your school computer and open up Google, go to browser.lol. Here you'll be able to create an
Chewy has delightful creations of salmon or beef, sensational options from Fancy Feast.
They said earning any degree would keep me in demand, but some degrees are more valuable than others. A cybersecurity degree is sought after, as there were over 3.5 million unfilled cybersecurity jobs globally in 2021 alone. That's where WGU comes in. WGU is a nonprofit accredited online university that, according to the Department of Education, ranks #1 in undergraduate information security degree conferrals. If you are looking to stay in demand, earn your cybersecurity degree. Learn more at wgu.edu today.
Welcome to the Wide World of Web.
Welcome.
I'm your host, Smithers O'Neill. And on today's episode, we're going to learn how to chat with friends on AOL Instant Messenger. Let's fire up AIM, shall we? If you want to speed up your connection, make sure your phone lines aren't busy. Talk to you later, mother. There's other hot singles waiting to chat. Now let's check out the buddy list. Here, we'll find plenty of candidates for conversation. Oh, my friend Nicholas is on. Let's open up a chat with him. So, Nick, how are you? Haven't seen you on EverQuest lately. Now, I know what you're thinking. Smithers, you should dip your fingers in acid for typing such low IQ grammar. But this vernacular creates a casual tone that's sure to make many friends instantly. Nicholas appears to be spending most of his time with females and is comparing my qualities to that of an insect. Huh. A girl I've never interacted with has just messaged me. What should we do now? A. Tell Nicholas he isn't the only ladies' man in town. B. Ask for a picture to prove she's not ugly. C. Confirm she's not a minor or grown man in disguise. Option C is clearly the most tactful of the three. So we'll start by asking her age, sex, and location. Let's see her GeoCities here. Fanfiction writer, huh? Lila. We can catch up with Nicholas later. I love Sailor Moon fanfic. I'll be your #1 fan, lol. It's important to use abbreviated lingo when IMing. LOL here stands for laugh out loud. Although I'm not literally laughing, I like to imagine it's echoing through the chambers of my mind. Don't have anyone to play with, huh? Time to send a spicy message. Well, I can be your dungeon master in more ways than one. The bravest warriors face the strongest adversities. Well, it's been an entire 5 minutes and she hasn't responded. What should we do now? A. Call her a bitch. B. Profess her undying love. C. Give her a little nudge.
Good news, we got time with the CEO. It's in 40 minutes at the office.
Co-pilot, based on this rollout.
JRPGs and horror games are two genres that share more history together than you might initially think. I mean, the first survival horror game ever was actually a JRPG as well. We'll talk about that one more in a bit though. Both genres also peaked in popularity in the 90s and early 2000s, then they kind of died for a while, only to have a resurgence again in recent years. Hell, horror games might even be the most popular they've ever been. So yeah, with spooky season officially underway, why not make a video about JRPGs with very strong horror aesthetics? Without further ado, let's just get into it. Here's an unranked list of 8 great horror JRPGs that you definitely need to play.
The light is your guide.
Dream is what keeps you going. Now is the time to shake your sword. Your fate is in your hands.
To start off this list, we have the granddaddy of the survival horror genre, Sweet Home. Sweet Home was developed by Capcom and was released for the Famicom. Yeah, specifically the Famicom, as it never released outside of Japan. Don't worry, there is an English fan translation though. Sweet Home has you playing as a group of 5 people investigating an old mansion that is rumored to have precious, valuable paintings from an old famous artist. They then get trapped inside by a ghost and need to find a way out. It's actually based on a Japanese horror movie of the same name. Does this premise sound vaguely familiar to anyone though? Well, at least the mansion aspect. Yeah, Sweet Home heavily influenced the first Resident Evil. Not just in premise though, but in gameplay design as well. The big focus on limited resource management, Sweet Home did that first. The various puzzles and the somewhat Metroidvania aspect to exploration, Sweet Home's got you there too. The main difference, though, is the combat itself. Sweet Home has turn-based combat, old-school first-person Dragon Quest style. Very standard for the era, so yeah, you know what you're in for here. The game's strongest features are definitely the story and the atmosphere. Needless to say, it's pretty mature and is probably the biggest reason why it never got localized. What's really interesting is that each of your 5 characters can die, which does affect the ending, there being 5 endings in total. You can also split up your game Scooby-Doo style and can swap between them at any point. They each have their own unique skill required to progress as well, so there is strategy in this. This is really cool, I think. But dude, the atmosphere here, so good, especially for a Famicom game. With the music and the resource management aspect and the creepy imagery, it just creates this really tense atmosphere. So, yeah, if you're interested in seeing the origins of the survival horror genre mixed with a turn-based JRPG, then look no further than Sweet Home. It still holds up surprisingly well for a game from its era. Skipping ahead a couple generations, the next game we have on our list is Kudelka.